Hello, welcome to another edition of Speak Your Piece with Ronnie Q. I'm your host, Ronnie Q. Today's subject, I'm going to blend a little bit of everything today because I'm in a good mood. So, I want to talk about the overall dichotomy of how every single time you turn on the internet or the TV, that there's an influx of dysfunctionality amongst our people. When I mean our people, not as the human race, but I mean the diaspora, the culture. Black men disparaging black women disparaging black men. I'm not saying that some of these things aren't without merit, but I'm also not going to sit here and defend the negative aspects of how things are being drawn out. Divisionary tactics have been put into place for centuries so that our culture stays divided. Even amongst our other brethren, our culture is so divided, so overwhelmingly split, that we can't agree on who our true enemy is as far as when it comes to functionality amongst the political aspects of our peoples. We look at things through a very narrow lens, and we think that we understand, the conceptuality of how our existence is supposed to be maintained. Think about it for a second. If you look on YouTube and you look up black man gets caught doing this, and then there's a whole bunch of comments on, well, he shouldn't have just, he deserved it, and this, that, and the third. And then you look on black woman does this, well, she was this, that, and the third, and she was this, and this, and that, and then whatever else. And you look at it, it's almost evenly matched. And then then the question comes around as time you look at things on certain videos, certain memes. You look at it as, who keeps perpetuating this cycle? And why are we still feeding into it? Have we become so, integrally indoctrinated to believe this? Or is someone constantly keeping this fuel to the fire? Who is benefiting from this? Think about it for a second. If someone is constantly beating the drum of negativity in a space where you know that there could be positive aspects, where there could be unification, where there could be serenity, someone's constantly beating the drum of negativity to make sure it never comes to that. Again, back to the divisionary tactic. And you look at politics. Think about it for a second. Every single aspect of everything that has ever happened, why is it always the culture that gets blamed? Think about it for a second. In the last election, they blamed us. Why? Because we sat back and told you and we did nothing to stop it? Yes, we didn't show up and drove the vote. We could have changed the vote. I understand that. Think about it for a second. We hurt ourselves in that aspect. But think about it. We weren't given exactly a choice of a positive aspect or outcome. We've always been fed that, oh, the policies are for you, the policies will work for you, the policies will be implemented by you. But then along the lines, somewhere the politician will tell you, oh, well, the House or the Senate or the government or the legislature or anything defeated the whole idea and the premise. Then we're back to square one. And then that kind of causes another divisionary tactic, political divisionary. If we all just sit there and uniformly understand and watch and cohesively listen to how these politicians operate, we could figure out the one narrative that is constantly being played, but nobody's catching it. The one narrative that's always in place, money. And since the majority of us that look like us, or other cultures like us, or have other diaspora than us, the majority of them that have this, it's like this much. Like seriously, you look at the percentages of those of us who are overwhelmingly have what you call generational wealth, it's a small percentage. It's a whole lot of rich black people out there. It's a whole lot of rich Puerto Rican people, a whole lot of rich Chinese people, a whole lot of rich German people, a whole lot of rich Asian people. But generational wealth that can be passed down so it can be reaffirmed and reestablished to create growth, small percentage. But and that's another divisionary tactic. Suddenly that becomes the ultimate goal. Suddenly you look at how relationships are being torn apart because somebody is focusing in on the one thing that we always chase after. Always the American dream. We chase after that almighty dollar, trying to achieve that dream for ourselves, trying to achieve that goal for ourselves because we want better. We want to be better. We want to grow better. We want to prosper. I get that part. But understand the concept of how it's being done. You're being pitted against each other. Have you not recognized that yet? I mean, you have to realize when you're being used. Instead of you're so busy, well, the Democrats did this, and well, Republicans did that, and well, the black people did this, and this person did that, and and you see how they all said, and then you go out in these streets, and you try to protest, you try to enlighten, you try to educate, but all they want to see you do is fight, beat, cuss, and disparage one another. They want to see you drugged up. They want to see you in a fog. They want to see you basically ignorant to everything around you. As long as they can create a distraction to keep you in the dark, to feed you the lie that they keep telling you over and over and perpetuating, as long as they keep you ignorant, it's fine. They are good with keeping you ignorant. They're happy keeping you ignorant. They're elated. Because the hierarchy always wants you to be that way. Ignorant, foolish, unaware, third eye closed. Come on now. The only thing we should be realizing at this point of how to get ourselves more in touch with our ideologies, our belief system, our spirituality, our cosmic entities of existence. We need to recreate and rebrand our minds and our souls to a belief that can make us prosperous. It may sound like a bunch of philosophical nonsense to some of you, but believe me, some people are starting to wake up. And they're really starting to realize that this is not what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be way more than this. We are greater than this. We exist beyond that. But every time you turn around and you look at a video, you look on the TV, you look on the news, it wants to perpetuate that cycle that you can't be anything more than an NBA player, than an NFL player, than a baseball player, that you can't be anything else than that. That in the corporate world, your existence is moot. They don't want you to believe you can be anything beyond that. And hell, if you're a lawyer, they're thinking, oh, all you're going to defend is your people. Yeah, we are. Because nobody else will. Let's be real about that. We need to understand our concept and alarmingly turn the bell on. Come on, somebody sound the alarm. Ring the alarm. Do something greater than just listen to what everybody else is telling you to do. You need facilitation of awareness, not indoctrination of the spirit. This has been your host, Ronnie Q. Keep it real. Like, subscribe, TikTok, Instagram.